In the UK, there are in excess of 500 reported cases of Legionnaires' disease on average every year. There are also 330,000 cases of water-related diseases reported in the EU. So what is Legionnaires' disease? Legionnaires' disease is a serious form of pneumonia caused by the Legionella bacteria. It naturally occurs in soil and contaminates natural water sources. The bacteria can find its way into man-made water supply systems and multiply to harmful levels with the right conditions. Legionella thrives in moist environments between 20 and 45 degrees Celsius. The bacteria feeds on nutrients found in scale, sediment, rust, algae, sludge, and organic matter. Legionnaires' disease is contracted through the inhalation of airborne water droplets containing Legionella. The disease is potentially fatal, with a mortality rate of up to 40% in vulnerable situations. The bacteria works by first invading the alveolar macrophages, the cells that are responsible for clearing the airspace of infectious, toxic, or allergic particles. Then a defensive vacuole is created to act as shield against the body's defenses. The bacteria multiplies and destroys the cell, releasing a large number of bacteria to go on and spread the disease. Whilst everyone is at risk of Legionnaires' disease, there are certain factors that can make individuals more susceptible. How does Legionella affect your business? There are guidelines and regulations that must be followed to protect employees and the public from the risk associated with Legionella. Risk can be minimized by managing the following guidelines published by the HSE. The Approved Code of Practice L8 outlines 5 key principles that businesses must follow. Identify and assess sources of risk. If appropriate, prepare a scheme for preventing or controlling the risk. Implement, manage, and monitor precautions. Keep records of the precautions. Appoint someone with sufficient authority and knowledge to be responsible. There are various steps that can be taken for controlling Legionella in your water system and complying with ACOP L8. Risk assessment. Our risk assessment must be reviewed at least every 2 years and undertaken by a qualified assessor. All pipework will be assessed to evaluate the risk. Monthly monitoring. Monthly monitoring is one of the most effective methods of managing risk and preventing serious problems in your water system. The results must be recorded in a logbook to achieve compliancy. Disinfection. If a tank within your system shows signs of risk and contamination, it must be thoroughly cleaned and disinfected, taking microbiological samples to test for harmful pathogens. Tanks used for drinking water should be disinfected annually. Refurbishment and remedial work. The risk assessment will highlight any physical work needed to improve the hygienic operation of your system and bring it up to compliance. For further information and to ensure you are compliant, please contact PFG Services Northwest Limited.